Welcome to Comics Now. On today's one sequence, we're looking at a few pages from the Immortal Hulk #1, written by Al Ewing, with pencils by Joe Bennett, inks by Roy Jose, and colors by Paul Mounts. Thomas Edward Hill has done something terrible, and it's starting to catch up with him. We pick up as Thomas flees the home of a gang he's gotten mixed up with. There are screams and gunshots and more screams. We can probably all guess who's causing those screams. Bennett's storytelling here is vivid, as Thomas stumbles out of the house making for his car. There's this fantastic panel here where he points the gun at his reflection, a stark visual marker that when Thomas decided to pull that gun earlier in the issue, he was ultimately putting a target on himself. He fumbles his keys, hurriedly reaches down for them, and then the guns and screaming cease, and now Thomas is really afraid. The stillness at the top of the next page is perhaps as terrifying as anything else in this entire issue. The house is dark, the fighting ceased. We know who is inside, and we know who brought it all to an end. And we know that Thomas is next. He vainly brandishes the gun, the fear stretching his lips and eyes. He offers an uncertain prayer, hoping someone hears him. But as he turns and the fear finds its object, his eyes widen in recognition. His supplication will be answered with pain. We turn the page, and there, looking more monstrous, more disturbing than he's looked in years, is the Hulk. After several pages of hinting at him, here he is, filling almost an entire 2 pages with his fearsome frame. He is revealed at last, calling Thomas Edward Hill to gaze upon the ugliness of his crime. But then Bennett subverts our expectations. This spread is the reveal, the big spread that halts the narrative and dares us to behold this horrifying Hulk. But then you turn the page, and there's this. Nothing in our sight but the Hulk and the moon, veins, a furrowed brow, glowing eyes, and an enormous mouth filled with massive teeth. And every bit of it is angry. Had Bennett instead transitioned back into smaller panels and swifter narrative, we probably wouldn't think twice. But as it is, we're forced to squirm right along with Thomas, to feel the words in our ears. Sandra Ann Brockhurst. That was her name. She was 12. We never actually see the Hulk lay a finger on him, but it doesn't matter. Long before crushing his body and leaving him broken in a hospital bed, the Hulk crushes Thomas's soul. And he does it as much with those slow, deliberate words as he does with his frame-filling bulk. Sandra Ann Brockhurst. That was her name. She was 12. That's all for this one sequence. Hit the thumbs up to tell us you liked it, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another episode. Follow us on Twitter at ComicsNowCast, and to read news, reviews, and much more, visit comics-now.com. Until next time.